Just how do you stop a narcissistic person in their tracks? Narcissistic people can be some of the most challenging people that you could ever come across and have the misfortune of dealing with. However, there is several steps to put a narcissist in their place. When it comes to narcissistic people, they are characterized with that sense of entitlement. They are seeking that excessive attention and validation from people around them. They believe they are special. So when you take those things away from them, it no longer validates them. Yes, it gets their back up and they might come after you even more. They might up their games. However, the majority, when their games are no longer working with you, they will usually fall silent on you. Some become obsessed, in which case you need to seek the right authorities to help you. The majority of them will be offended and they will go silent, and they will blame you for being the one who didn't care about them. So one of the first is to recognize the games they are playing and no longer play. Recognize when they're gaslighting, stand in your truth. Recognize when they're shifting the blame, don't take the blame. Recognize when they're projecting, don't take it personally. Which is another one, don't take responsibility for things that you are not responsible for. Narcissistic people don't take responsibility. They pass the blame over to somebody else, and they need you to take the fall. They need you to take responsibility so that they don't have to, so that they can get away with it. Now, it might not be wise to pass it straight back to them in front of them, but in your own mind, do not take responsibility for their behaviour. Their behaviour is on them, as yours is on you. Provoked or not, your behaviour is still on you. If you are beginning to act in a manner you don't like around someone, if someone brings the worst out in you, it's highly recommended to start stepping away from that person and spending less time with that person. Don't attack back. It's effortless to narcissistic people get you to that point where you want to give it them and you want to tell them exactly how it is and you want to hurt them. This is all just attention to a narcissist. They're getting that attention, they're getting that validation that they matter to you. By not attacking back, by just sort of, leaving them to it, they're not getting the attention, they're not getting their validation, their games are no longer working. Don't try to one-up them. They lack the empathy to care. There is no low they won't go to get one over on you. This will just escalate the games. Don't explain yourself to them. Narcissistic people hear you very well on what they can use against you to hurt you all the more. They're not listening to you because they lack the empathy to care. So don't defend, justify, or explain yourself to them, which is the next one. Don't justify or explain yourself to them. They use your explanations against you to punish you all the more. Don't take their personal attacks personally. This is very difficult because they do make it personal. They will go after the things you care about the most, as these are the things you'll most passionately defend. And that's intentional to get you into their game. And it's very challenging to step away from it. However, you've got to seek other routes to help you through, rather than going to the narcissist and giving them exactly what they want from you. Don't stop doing the things that you enjoy. However, you need to do them safely. When you are around a narcissist, if they don't want you doing your hobbies, they're going to make life incredibly difficult for you. When you are out of the situation, they're going to drain you to the point where you're too anxious and depressed and stressed to do the things you enjoy. And this is when it's vital you get yourself out there and do the things that you enjoy to lift your spirits. If at all possible, go no contact. Narcissistic people don't like losing supply, so they might up their games. You have to ride out the storm safely and go no contact and leave them to go and live their life while you go and live a much happier one for you. There's enough things in life, there's enough suffering, there's enough things to go wrong, there's enough mistakes made without dealing with a narcissist who's going to make things 10 times worse for you.